travel reads the card of a man. A knight without armor in a savage land. His fast gun for hire heeds the calling wind. A soldier of fortune is the man called Paladin. Paladin, Paladin, where do you roam? Paladin, Paladin, far, far from home.
Okay, I wish I could say this is a Twisted Knot Woodshop, but it's not, but at least one person is here from there. Well, here we are in New Jersey. We got a bunch of hands getting prepared for a concrete pour here at Frank Romeo's new shop, which is sitting here in this corner of the fence. That shed used to sit over here, and I got here on Monday. Roger standing right over there, and there's Owen. He's from England. He didn't come here just for this. Roger spent the greater portion of Monday doing most of the form. When I got here, we still had this section here to do and part of that over there. And then yesterday we did some preliminary work. We got the headers and jacks and corners for the wall that will eventually go up. And here underneath on this stack of sawhorses, we got the studs, or not all of them, but most of them pre-cut. And here are all the plates, the bottom plates and top plate for the walls. They're all laid out, ready to go. You can see the X's sitting there. And as of 15 seconds ago, oh, here's another hand. This is Dave. And we're using these little scooter buggy things to move the concrete from the truck over here to the pour, because we're not too comfortable with bringing the truck over the top of the curb and the street out there. So these buggies are going to use to shuttle the concrete from the truck over to the slab location. And we've got this ramp thing set up here. Roger and I put that together yesterday as one of the final things, and there's a box header on top of a stub wall, knee wall if you want to look at it that way, and we're thinking it's going to work all right. Those buggies are a three-wheeled situation where you sit on the back or stand on the back of it and steer, and the rear wheel is what maneuvers the buggy around. And hopefully we can get the two operators to be able to come in through here and buggy around. It turns pretty tightly, and buggy around, and we're going to start pouring the foundation walls, the footers for first. I mean around that perimeter, and then we're going to work our way out coming back this way. So maybe down the road I'll be able to take off for a minute and show a follow-up video on where we're at and what's going on. So right now we got a webcam, a live webcam in that left-hand window up there. I can't see if I'm, that far left one, and it's a live webcam going, showing the activity. So we'll check with you later, and we'll find out how good we do and how fast we do. Take care. Alright, the truck left about 15 minutes ago probably. Second truck is on its way. The first truck was 9 yards, and almost got half of the pour done, and that's as far as we got with the remainder of the 9 yards. The footing back there in the rear is pretty much full. So we did some calculations and figured out that we probably need something like 6 yards to fill and be finished. The asshole truck driver, I shouldn't say asshole, jerk, put more water in it than we wanted, so it's soupier than what we cared for it to be. We wanted a 4.5 inch slump, and we ended up with probably over 5 maybe. But anyway, there's most of the crew sitting over there. Kathy with her arms folded, that's Frank's wife, the guy that we're doing the job for, and he disappeared. Oh, he's over there. with his dad. And well, you can see all the tools and such laying around. The second truck is now pulling in, so we're going to get busy, and hopefully, I don't think we're going to be able to get on this with the bull float. We'll get on it with the bull float, but we're not going to be able to get much further with the steels until, well, with this wet, 2, maybe 3. We'll see what happens. Okay, and here's the truck pulling in. You can see him back there. That guy there with the glass string, and that's Bernie. That's Frank's uncle. This is Frank. Frank, turn around, please. He's the homeowner, him and his wife. That's his dad leaning over now. And we're going to get started. We'll pick this up when they got a little bit more to show. Well, we're here about 15:30 hours. The last truck, we had to get a third truck because, well, that's just the way it happened. This section over here is still wet, especially this front part towards us, halfway that way, and that's still soft because it's in the shade. Ended up being 16 yards, Frank. Final 16.
9, 6, and a little bit. 15 and change.
So 15 and change yards. The pour is done. This side has been steeled with the steel trowel, and this side over here still needs to be done. Got a bunch of tired guys standing around here. It's pizza time at the moment. Max there is Mr. Hollywood, and then here in just a little while, maybe it'll all be done. We started this pour at 10 o'clock-ish or thereabouts, and probably we've got another hour and a half to go, and we'll just wait for it to get hard. And I'll put this video up as we move along. Framing starts tomorrow. We got, like I said, all the stuff is sitting over, well, not all of it, most of it. And by this time tomorrow we should have 4 walls standing tall. So we'll find out what happens. Talk to you later. Bye. Well, hello, this is Friday morning, 10 minutes after 12, I've just been informed. We got, there you go. That's Owen right there, and Roger's up and down on the ladder like a minky. What we did was got started framing the walls. We did that back end there that you see, and this one here we just got done setting. And the concrete is so green that we're afraid that we're going to put awful ugly marks in it by framing the walls on it. So what we did was we set up the form boards that we tore off from around the slab over here behind Roger's truck, and we're framing them in 12-foot sections so to make it easier to pick them up. And they're already sheathed with 7/16 OSB, and where the 2 walls come together we have a double plate that are nailed together all the way up, and that made it easier for us to haul these walls from over there to where I'm standing. These walls are 10 foot high for a shop well, Frank wants them, well, any shop for that matter should be 10 foot high, but garage doors going on this end here, and back there on that far wall where Owen is, there are 2 windows, and that's all the windows Frank wanted because he's scared of hoodlums, and rightfully so. And on the outside we run the sheets vertically, and then that rip up there will go in after we're done setting the trusses, I think is the current plan. And that's about it. These walls went up pretty fast. I don't remember when we exactly got started framing, but they went up pretty quick. Okay, well, that's all you got for right now. We'll talk at you later. Bye. Oh, it's a Saturday. It rained this morning. We didn't get started like we wanted to straight away, but it cleared up around 9:30 or thereabouts. Yesterday, at about 5:30 in the evening, we finished this last wall where the garage door is, and we quit for the night. And this morning, a bunch of people showed up to do this roof. The last truss just got set about 10 or 15 minutes ago, and what we're doing is preparing to run and rack the plywood, and so they're up there running the rat runs on the bottom of the trusses up there to steady up the bottom cord so they don't flop back and forth. Out here we got a string line on this south side of this shop, and the string line was there to get all the tails of the rafters so they were in a nice straight line, and that'll come down shortly. As soon as they get done nailing those rat runs and a couple of the other bracings, we'll start lifting the plywood that's sitting down here on a pile up there. We'll start on this side so we can hang the plywood up here and then just carry it over rather than carrying it over to the other side. And I do believe that I don't know what time it is. It's somewhere around quarter after what?
Little afternoon.
It's a little afternoon, and
12:40.
12:40. Thank you, Ben. Oh, there's Ben. He's a new hand. He's from Washington, D.C. He's also a member of the chat room, Wood Whisperer, and there's Brandon. He's another chat room guy. Most all these guys are. And Brandon there came from Delaware. He swam across it. And there's Jerry. Jerry said, I can't remember how to pronounce his name. And over there is Owen. So we got all kinds of bracing in here to hold these walls straight so that when we set the trusses, we can't take any of the braces down until the plywood is up there and racked. So I'll pick this up later and we'll see what happens. Maybe we might get some shingles on today. I don't know. Talk to you later. Bye. Well, here it is about 3:30, still on Saturday. All the trusses are up. This south side is all sheathed. Roger's up there finishing the stapling, and the boys are putting on the building wrap on the outside. They've already got that north side done, and they work from there around the building. They're coming now this way, as you can see. And then the other side, the north side, has not been sheathed or the fascia put on, just this side. Roger wanted to get this half done so that we can work from here and walk over and access the building that way. I imagine tomorrow we'll get staples going. I mean shingles, excuse me, and we'll be. Oh, Owen just came by and blew you all a kiss. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. It shouldn't take too long to shingle it. But it's supposed to rain, so I don't know what's going on. But we'll just wanted to show you what's happening so far, and there it is. Talk to you later. Well, good morning. This is Wednesday, November 20th, and here in just a couple of hours I'm going to be shoving off on a plane heading back to Montana. I didn't get a chance to do a video on Sunday. We got kind of busy with a couple of things, and it just plumb escaped my memory banks to take one. Yesterday, Roger and myself jumped up on the north side and finished the shingles on the roof. Sunday, Brandon Jackson, a friend of Frank's and now mine, him and I did the shingles on the south side here, and we left him. It got kind of warm, and plus I was tired, and Brandon's legs were bitching, so we jumped down and found something else to do. Frank's dad did and his other son Chris did the siding on this side and the other side, and yesterday after Roger and I got done with the roof, him and I did the siding on here on the west side of the building. Frank has broken all of the metal. He's got a metal break inside his shop there for doing the fascia, you see, and those little, I call them returns. For some reason, Roger, the guy that came here from Chicago, he calls them, excuse me, he calls them pork chops. I don't know where in the hell that come from. But for the most part, it's done as far as we could possibly get it. I don't think that the inspector is going to have anything to say or fail it with. So it was a fun project. It was a nice little vacation for me, and well, I think it all turned out pretty darn nice. So there you have it. And maybe some point down the road, if maybe I'll be helping somebody else, I don't know. Talk to you all later. Thank you for watching. Bye.